suffer from misophonia? Do you know someone who suffers from misophonia? Oh, or do you even know what misophonia is? Does me saying the word misophonia make you anxious, irritated, maybe uncomfortable? Misophonia is a form of decreased sound tolerance with severely negative reactions to those sounds, like hearing someone chewing, yawning, or maybe just tapping a pen, or clearing their throat. Misophonia occurs on about 20% of the population. Mostly females who develop it around age 10. So ladies, this one's for you. But wait, there's hope! Oh, no, I read that wrong. I'm sorry. Medication is not usually treated for this misophonia, and there is no known specific cure for misophonia, and there is very little research regarding effective treatments. C'est la vie!
Misophonia is not to be confused with misophonia, which is an irrational fear of being contaminated, dirty, or germy. Hey, what sounds make you irritated?
Everything I hear.
Everything?
Everything. Misophonia. 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 Me for too long time. Misophonia.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a mini episode of the Above Average Joe Show. Today, our guest is going to be Emmy Allin, and she has worked on quite a few things, including Life of the Party, which we both worked on together, American Made, another great movie that I enjoy, Fist Fight, which was great, The Founder, which I really liked, Neighbors 2, which was hilarious, Office Christmas Party, which I have not gotten to watch yet. Welcome, Emmy Allin. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good. It's been a while since I've seen you.
It's been a hot minute.
And you've worked on all of those things, and you also worked on another project, which is the one that we're going to focus on today, which is The Hate U Give. That one I just watched maybe a couple months ago. It was like right when it came out in the theaters, and it is a very powerful movie.
Yeah, you definitely want to bring a box of tissues, and I did not know that, so I was pretty screwed at the theater.
Yeah, I kind of expected it to be a little bit, but not as much as it was.
Yeah, I didn't even know the full extent of it until I went and saw it, and I was like, oh snap, this is good.
And without giving away too much in spoiler-wise, this movie, which you can watch the trailer, we'll give you the information about the trailer. If you haven't seen the trailer, this girl is friends with this guy. They're in a car. They get pulled over by the police. Oh, and they're both African-American. So
Good point.
Boy and girl, African-American, get pulled over by this cop. Cop has the boy get out of the car and stand against the car. He reaches into the car to get his hairbrush and then gets shot and killed. And it's all of the repercussions and what happens after that the majority of the movie is about.
Yes.
But you, Emmy, show up in one of the scenes and have, I wouldn't say a solo shot because there's two of you, but you have a pretty good close-up of the two of you walking down the hall, kind of giving a look at her and her boyfriend as they make out.
Yeah, we are not the nice girls. You can say we were actually called Mean Girl 1 and Mean Girl 2.
And I was actually thinking when I saw that, I was like, that's like Gretchen Wiener looks right there.
Yes, I definitely had to bring up my intervention for that scene. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I didn't really exactly know what was happening or what the movie was about. I just knew that the director had picked me out from a handful of people, and he was all like, I want her. And I was like, okay. And so I showed up, and they were like, hey, you're going to be pretty racist in this movie. And I was like, oh gosh, oh no.
They didn't warn you ahead of time
No,
about
they
the
did
scene?
not.
Oh.
I sort of knew that it was a Black Lives Matter movie, which I was like, yeah, let's do this. And then they're like, okay, you throughout the movie are going to be the mean girl and not necessarily like Amanda's character because, you know, she's African American and she doesn't fit in with the school and she has the hottest boyfriend in the school which you're jealous of. So my job was to not like her very much.
Yeah. What kind of things were like going through your mind during the scene, or what did you do to prepare? Because you only get like, okay, here's the scene, you got 30 seconds.
Exactly. So the director sat down with us and he's like, this is sort of what's going on. You know, this is what the movie stands for. And so I understood, you know, where he was coming from and what he was wanting to do. I was a wreck. I was so nervous. I was like, I don't want people thinking that this is actually me. And so I had to remind myself, Emily, it's okay, you're acting. People are going to understand that. Which totally did not turn out that way once the movie came out. I got a lot of backlash, honestly. But
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was great. But while we were shooting it, I was just, you know, get into character. You don't like this girl? Give her a mean look.
Which, on a positive note on that, means you did a great job if you're getting
Yes.
hate mail.
That's exactly why. That's how I look at it. Is Negan from The Walking Dead?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yes.
JDM.
He was giving an interview and he was saying, well, almost everybody hates me as a person in real life, thinking that I'm actually like Negan, but I know I'm a successful actor because, you know,
Everybody hates me.
If you can get somebody to hate you in real life, you must be doing something right. And that was very much the case. Which, I mean, somebody always has to play the bad person, so I'm okay with it. I'm glad that the point was made across to where it could, like, impact the audience, so I don't regret it one bit, but
yeah,
you do get some backlash.
Because in the scene that you're in and the ones surrounding it, they kind of set up this is a white privileged school, these are people that feel entitled, and the look that you give, I mean, says it 1,000 times more than the other students walking through the hall.
Exactly. And so we were actually supposed to be throughout the movie. At Mean Girl 1 and Mean Girl 2, we were there for a good bit of filming throughout the duration. Like we had the scenes of prom and everything, and unfortunately all the white school privilege stuff, a lot of it got taken down. They stepped it down a notch because it was taking away from the point of the movie, which I totally understand. At first when I was like, oh, they took out literally every single one of my other scenes. I was really sad, but, you know, I was sitting there also crying my eyes out. This such beautiful movie that I can't even be mad at it, you know? It definitely was a white privilege feel to it, and when they do introduce me, it is, you know, the rich girl, snobby, can't say it to my face type of thing she's talking about, but, it was good.
And they also made a meme out of your scene.
That is one of my many. Okay, I have always wanted to be in a meme my entire life. I love making people smile. I will totally make myself look like an idiot if it will make somebody's day. So I'm like, yeah, I want to be in a meme. And then, you know, after this movie comes out, there is this meme, and it's my scene, and it's like, you know, targeting me as the bad person, and obviously them as the good people, which as the meme should be. But I was like, really? That's like my first meme is of the entire world shaming me. I'm acting, guys, I promise. I love you.
And if you want to see this scene, this is actually kind of funny too. I tried to look it up on YouTube, and it was tough to find on YouTube, but if you search best scene of thug movie ... also best kiss.
No.
It is on that YouTube video at 3 minutes, but I think it's in French.
I'll take it.
But I know that you
know.
also have it on Instagram somewhere.
Yes. That's where I originally saw it. Is somebody sent it to me. They're like, "Oh my God, you're in a meme, Emmy," and I was like, "What?" And they sent me over the link, and I was like, "Oh, this is great. This is perfect. My life isn't over whatsoever." Um, but no, it's been good. I know that the author of the book, she retweeted, I don't know if it was the exact meme. I think she was like actually recording the scene, but recorded the exact moment of, me walking by and that whole scene happening. And she was like yelling at me on the TV. And then that also went around everywhere. Like Amanda, the main actress, she shared it, and everybody, just like her yelling at me through the TV screen. And so that also went viral. And I was like, I was trying to comment on the author's Instagram. I'm like, "Hi, I'm the girl from the video. Please don't hate me. Like, I love your books. You're great."
Aww.
Yeah, so I've gone a little viral from it, but it's okay. It has a good purpose to it, As long as it gets a good message across, I don't mind it.
Because somebody has to play the bad guy, or there's no tension.
Exactly. So if you guys want to yell at me, it's okay. It's okay.
It's all out of love.
It's all love.
And one thing that I had mentioned before, too, is that we had worked on Life of the Party together.
Yes.
And you were one of the sorority girls.
I was, wasn't I?
What kind of memories do you have from that? Because off the top of my head, the first thing I always think of is when we had to find a fire breather. And I never saw one in the movie. But I think...
was just about to say, what are you talking about? I didn't see one.
But I think they superimposed it for the scene that they keep showing in the trailers where she lights all of his stuff on fire, and it just like, whoosh. I think they took the fire breathing and superimposed it on that.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That was a great scene.
And that was a very, I think they gave us like 5 hours to find a fire breather.
You know what? I give your side of the industry so much credit, Joe. I can't even begin.
Oh, it gets crazy.
I have so many friends on your side, and they just tell me horror stories, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, we love you guys. You guys are great at what you guys do, and without you, I wouldn't be getting these awesome gigs. So, can't hate you for that.
No, it's all Jamie. She does it all.
It's all Jamie. She's great.
And so, working with the sorority girls and with all of the leads, I would assume being on set was just a riot? Because the times I've met Melissa, she was usually businessy. Yes.
She is such a little cute fireball full of life, and she doesn't care who's in the room. She cares about every single person in that room and wants to make sure that they're taken care of. And she's probably one of the, I'd say, my top 5 that I've worked with. Such a sweet, down-to-earth woman. I mean, if you even looked the littlest bit tired or sickly or something, she'd, demand that they got a bottle of water or some type of snack or something. Yeah, she takes care of all of her people. And
she's like the set mama.
Yeah, exactly. And it was so cute in general just to see her and her husband work together. I worked with both of them on The Boss as well, and they're just such a beautiful duo to work with.
And I love that they work on projects together.
I know, it's like the dream. I'm like, I need to find a director and then just cast me in all your movies.
And I love that in the movies that he directs, he also does a cameo.
That's a cameo.
So
I know, like
as the cab driver.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I was dead. I did not know that was in there. I was like, wait a second. That's good.
I knew it happened, but I completely forgot because we actually hired a cab driver for that scene. And then they were like, you know what? Don't worry about him. We'll pay him for the day. But the director wants to do that scene, and they'll just improv everything. It's like,
That's great.
Okay.
It's like, all right, well, yeah, that's hilarious.
And then there was also another movie that I just watched where she was an author and she was stealing people's letters and
Is that the newest one that just came out?
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember the name of it.
I was about to say, I've been meaning to watch that because she seems so much more raw. Now, that's the one where she's, like, makeup-free and all.
Yeah, she plays
she's done a 360, right?
quote-unquote normal person.
Seems like she does such a more dramatic role in that one.
Yeah, it was very dramatic. It was very heartfelt. And you could tell from the passion behind it all, too, that it was something close to her. Can you ever forgive me? That's what it was.
Yeah. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, I just saw the trailer and I was like, ooh, girl, get it.
But her husband does a cameo in that one, too, which I was surprised at. So, just a heads up.
Did he direct that one, too?
He did not. I don't think he did.
I was about to say, I don't.
No, but I think he got cast as one of the people in there. Either that or maybe that comes with hiring her. It's like, hey, you gotta take Ben, too.
That's perfect.
But yeah, Ben's a great guy. I saw him more than I actually saw Melissa, just because of the different meetings and various stuff. Because being the director or being the actor, there's a huge difference on what meetings you go to and what meetings you don't.
Yeah, no, he's great. I remember it was his birthday, and his kids had taken these white Vans. I think they were white tennis shoes, and they had, like, colored all over them with Sharpie, and they gave them to him on his birthday on set of Life at the Party, and he, like, wore them for pretty much the remainder of filming. It was so cute and so great, and it was a total wreck of shoes.
For a few minutes.
No problem. I always enjoy talking to you when I can.
Yeah, on set it gets hectic and everyone gets called away for something or other way too fast.
Everybody just wants to go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
So.
Especially in the world of hurry up and wait. You'd be surprised at how many conversations you can't have.
Exactly.
We're going to go ahead and throw up your social links and stuff on our Facebook page and everything so people can find it. We'll put it on the website. And is there anything else you want to let us know, or do you want to plug some of those links for us on how they can find you on Instagram? Or
on Instagram, it's just my username's Emmy Allin. Pretty simple. It's my name. I post a lot of my film life and behind the scenes type of stuff. Not too much to where I get in trouble, but enough where I can get away with it. But yeah, and so I love to share my adventure with everyone.
And that is EMMYALLIN, Emmy Allin.
Yes, sir.
Just to make sure everyone spells it right, because I had trouble finding it myself to begin with. But we will have the links, which will make it easier. You won't even have to spell, so anyone can find it.
You don't have to try.
Cool. Well, awesome. Thanks again, everybody, for listening. This has been Emmy. I am Joe.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye. Thank you again to our guest, Emmy Allin. Special shout out thanks to Addison and Jamie Lynn for all their assistance on this episode. And make sure you check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And check us out on Spotify, Stitcher, and or iTunes. You can also check out another podcast I co-host, The Extraordinary, and other great media content by Moon Possum Productions at moonpossum.com. And we will be back next week with another full episode of The Above Average Joe Show.